to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Clemson's offense will take the first swing of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas's offense will take the field for the first time. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
They move the tight end all over. Back to throw, it's Ewers. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got great speed. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Looking for space, it's Maffa. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Hands it off. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The short hands, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Blue. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Maffa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be...
Fires and picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The offense starts with a short field. Caught in the backfield, it's Bond. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Off play action. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And first down for the offense.
On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. The Tigers will move the sticks.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Clemson! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Tigers get enough for the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll put the tight end in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're bringing heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Throwing right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Caught over the middle. It's held. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to the air one more time. He's right on target. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop, go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Complete to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.